Hi all, this is Dr. J, streaming live from Long Island, New York, where we had another glorious weather day. I didn't take full advantage of the weather, but I did manage to get a walk in the park, and that's always nice. It started with, let's go back to midnight last night. Went to bed around midnight, got up at about 3, went back to bed around 4. Don't ask me why. Because if you ask me why, I'm liable to tell you why, and you don't want to know why. Anyway, got back to sleep at 4, interrupted at 7:30 by the doorbell. The cleaning man and woman were early. They're supposed to come at 8. They came at 7:30. They woke me. But I woke us, for that matter, which wasn't too good, wasn't too nice, but happens. What else? Had a very small, light breakfast because I wanted to go to the gym. Went to the gym. I left about 9 o'clock. Got there about 9:30, stayed till about 11. Met my wife for lunch. Yes, breakfast. I don't know what you want to call it. At about 11:30, we met for lunch. From there, I actually had PT, so I went over to a park nearby, took a walk for about an hour. I don't know why, because I was exhausted to begin with from the gym. And then did the PT, and my wife was amused with some lady friends, and I went over and visited one of my friends, and we hung out a little bit. And by the time I got home, it was 6 o'clock-ish. So I was really out most of the day. I tried to place a trade. I did place trades today in the restaurant when I met my wife. My wife got a call from my daughter in the Bahamas. Yes, from the Bahamas. You know something? Both daughters went to the Bahamas. They took all my grandkids that went to the Bahamas. You'd think they'd invite their dad, their granddad, their grandma. No impact. I would have even paid for it. No, don't tell them that. In any event, I didn't get an invite, so I'm not in the Bahamas. I'm in Long Island, New York. The weather, if it's any consolation, was better today in Long Island than it was in the Bahamas. Or so I found out, or so I believe. In any event, I'm still here and they're there. That's fine, no problem. What did I do today in the market? I placed about 3 trades, I think. I bought boxl at about $4. I tweeted it out when I bought it, I believe. I said I was going to buy it yesterday, right? In yesterday's wrap. We'll see how it does. My target, let's say, is I bought it 4, I want 5. That's fair. I'm willing to lose 75 cents. Almost even money. The chart basically dictates that to me. So I'll show you the chart again later. AMD, I didn't touch my position. I'm still long, looking for 30 or 30, at least 30 plus. We'll look at that chart again. I told you I'm going to do AMD every day. That's going to be a regular stock for at least for a while, maybe until it gets bought out. You heard me, bought out. There's rumors. Don't you love those rumors? I love those rumors. It makes the stock go up, whether or not it's true. In any event, buyout rumors or no buyout, AMD looks good on the charts. So I'm in it to win it. I've been in it before and I've won it before. So let's see if I can strike for the 3rd time in a few months. What else did I do? I only gave you one trade that I made. I know I made others. I got rid of my Chimerex at few pennies loss. I know it closed much lower than what I traded it for. And what else did I do? You know, I can't even remember. There was one more trade. I bought something. I think I bought something. Oh yeah, I tried to put in a trade to buy CVM. Only my broker wouldn't let me. Afraid that I'm going to lose money. I needed a safe pass. You know what that is? That means, I guess, it wasn't safe to buy it, I suppose. In any event, I wasn't home and I didn't want to call my broker, so I let it go. Of course, I lost a few $1,000s probably. In any event, happens, could have saved me money. I got the chart of CVM to look at, and it's going a little bonkers after hours today. I also have the chart of the RUT, the IWM, best performing index of the day. So I figured, why not? We want an optimistic picture of the markets because Dr. J is very optimistic. We're going up, not down, going up, not down. What else? I don't remember what else I charted. Oh yeah, I wanted a chart that's pot stock that I'm highest on, namely Chronos. I own the most Chronos of any pot stock that I own. And that's not too hard to do considering I only own 2 pot stocks right now, Chronos and Canopy Growth. Okay, I plan on adding to my Chronos, and I'll tell you why when I show you the chart. So let's get right to it. I also probably will add on a dip to ATHX, Athesis, which I talked about yesterday. I can't chart everything every day, so you can look back at yesterday's vlog if you want more information on Athesis. Sharing screen. If you're following live, why don't you share the link, let others know. As always, do your own due diligence. My opinions are strictly my own and do not constitute investment advice. Share the link, tell your friends about me, give me a thumbs up, show me how much you love me, and subscribe if you haven't already. All those good things. Dr. J loves you. I want a little love back. The RUT up 3.19%. Nice move on the RUT considering all the other indices were down by the same amount. Let's take a look at the chart. Okay, so where is the RUT going? You guessed it, it's going up to its upper, to the ascending trend line that it violated back in 322. So it violated it then, dipped below the 50, is now trading above the 50 and looking good. Looking good, and looking like it wants to rejoin the upper trend, the ascending trend line. I'm looking for 1650 in the near future, early May sometime, mid-May. So I'm looking for a nice move on the RUT. I think the RUT will take over as being the leading index. Of course, IBB, I love IBB, but Trump doesn't like drug stocks. Trump said, cut the prices of drugs. The Democrats say, cut the prices of drugs. So what's going to happen to biotech? It's taking it on, it has been taking it on the chin, I think largely because of the politicos. Anyway, I think it's the most exciting area to be in. So I'm in it to win it in biotech. I'm in it to win it with Athesis. I'm in it to win it with cytokinetics. I'm in it to win it, period. So I'm in actually 8 biotechnology stocks, 2 pot stocks, the rest tech. Not too many other stocks. I don't own that many stocks right now. I'm sitting with some cash on the sidelines and a large fixed income position right now. Even though I'm very bullish, at any moment I could make a major move into further move into equities. Again, I'm conservative because I'm retired. I don't like to be more than 50% in stocks at this point of my life. In any event, maybe I should superimpose IWM on this just to show you that it's basically the same chart. So maybe that's not a bad idea. Let's do a comparison. I'll just throw in IWM. You should see parallelism on that move. On the 2 graphs, IWM. So if you want to buy the rut, you want to buy the IWM. There's a very small fee for that ETF. So you notice that it's basically the same. See the charts superimpose on each other. All right, so that's what I plan on doing is adding to my overall market exposure through the IWMs. I also, I have a bunch of diamond skews, IWM, but I like the IWM best. Okay, AMD. A conservative way, of course, to play the market is just to play the IWM. You have 2,000 stocks. You have the market, pretty much. Of course, there's a Russell 3000. There's the S&P 500, SPY. The Qs, I like the Qs. I like them all. Dr. J's bullish the market. All right. There's also nothing wrong with a little fixed income as long as the interest rates don't move up too sharply and you're not in very long-term stuff. At least that's my thinking on it. Advanced micro devices, I've said this before. I said it yesterday. It looks to me like it's going to trend higher until it hits it's a lower end of the channel, $30 easily. It made another new high, higher high and higher low. So that's the 4th day in a row, right? 3rd day in a row. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Okay, so I think that pattern will continue. I see no reason why it shouldn't. I see no reason why it shouldn't take out the high of 29.69. So that would be the first step, and then I see it going even higher than that. Dr. J is uber bullish on AMD. I probably should add to my position. I very well may. My average isn't that much lower than where it is now, so I can afford to add some shares. It wouldn't kill me. boxl. boxl, I took a small position to open today at 4. I may decide to add some more. I'd like it to go to 5. Not that I'd like it to go to 5. I think it's going to go to 5. I think it'll take out the all-time high at, what is going on? It's showing me a gain, relative gain. Because I have the IWM. Let me get rid of that IWM. It's messing with my mind. All right, IWM is gone. All right, so 482 it's got to take out to get to $5. I think it will. First, of course, it has to take out this high. That's the piece de resistance, 445. So 445 goes, 482 goes, and then play it by ear after that. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take something off the table at 5, maybe keep some. On the downside, I'm looking at 335, 333, something like that. So I'm willing to lose maybe 70 cents, maybe 75 cents in order to win at least $1. So I like, anytime I enter a swing trade, I want odds. Even if it is 100 to 75 or 4 to 3, it's still odds. I want odds. All right, Chronos. So AMD and boxl are swing trades. Chronos is a long-term play for Dr. J. I am holding on to my Chronos until it is bought out by Philip Morris. And that may take a while, but in the interim, I think it'll do quite nicely, thank you. Thanks to some analyst calls after earnings, it went down to as low as 1547, but have no fear, it's on the way back up. And Dr. J's been adding. Dr. J likes Chronos. I like it separating itself from the lower end of its channel. I think it will get to this upper end. First hurdle will be the 50-day. It'll collide with that maybe at 1850. So I see 1850, then I see 20 on Chronos. And after that, who knows? You know, it probably will drift higher with the market. And there's some interesting developments in the pot stock area sector. So I think I'm kind of bullish pot in general, and I'm more bullish Chronos and CGC than anything else. There's a lot of more speculative stuff. People are making money. I know JD from Dallas is making money on the more speculative stuff, as is Brooklyn, right? Brooklyn, you're doing good with the over-the-counter stuff. I don't like to touch that because I've been burnt too many times, but I can understand the law. You know, easy money, easy come, but it's also easy go. So Chronos is my favorite pot stock. I admit it. CGC, my second favorite. And so they have a bit, who has a big interest in them? What's the symbol? STZ? The Corona Beer people. So I like the ones that have big interests by big companies. And that's reason enough for me to be in both of them, along with the general sector. I like the pot sector. I think if the market gets hot, this may seem relatively cool because it's had its tremendous move, and it's time for the Russell 2000 to get hot. Of course, some of the pot stocks are in the Russell 2000. It's time for the IBB to get hot, biotechnology. But of course, there are many medicinal pot plays, so it overlaps. ZYNE, to name one, that's been making new highs every day. And JD is having a feast with ZYNE, right, JD? And so are many of my viewers who have been watching, as I've been pointing it out, almost on a daily basis. Although, admittedly, and sadly, Dr. J doesn't own any. So I've been pointing it out to you, but somehow I was deaf to it, and I'm mad at myself about that. But you can't buy everything. And I'm happy for you if you bought it and made money. I truly am. I am totally unselfish when it comes to other people making money. Good. I feel good about it. You should all make money in the market. I don't like when anybody loses in the market. The market is fun. Keep it as fun. Don't get hurt. Okay. CVM. This has been one that's making me some money, making Buckhead Creek some money, and we're waiting. We're waiting data. Now, the nice thing about CVM is that while you're waiting for the data, it goes up. Why? Because the longer the wait, the more likely the data will be spectacular. So this is a win-win proposition. Notice the way it's been going sort of parabolic recently. I don't know what's happening after hours, but it's up sharply. Of course, just to aggravate Dr. J, I was looking to buy very close to the low of the day, which was 640, and I should have bought it on my, either should have called and buy it, or I would have bought it in another brokerage account that I own. So I mean, there's no excuse. It's just, once I got that barrier with the safe pass, I said, "Ah, the hell with it. I'll buy it later." Well, by the time later came around, it was up a lot, and I said, "I'll buy it tomorrow." Well, I may buy it tomorrow, but I'm gonna have to pay over $7 instead of 640, 645, 650, whatever it was back then. What else? I don't know. We're gonna, I could talk forever, but I don't want to bore you to death. Give me some suggestions for your favorite stocks. I appreciate boxl. That was a very excellent suggestion by Richard G. Thank you again, Richard. I think that'll work out for me. I hope it works out for both of us. This has been Dr. J, streaming live from Long Island, New York, where the weather was really nice, where the market did okay for Dr. J, as Athos has slipped 1 penny. That's okay. I think if you look at my blog from yesterday, I predicted the pullback to exactly where it pulled back and said that would be a good entry point. So check that out. I'll try to put a link in as an end screen. As always, please share the link, tell your friends about me, subscribe if you haven't already. What else? I want to say shalom, sayonara, au revoir, arrivederci, ciao. Hasta mañana.